Okay, Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for having time for us today. My name is Karolina Kaim, I come from Poland. We work in a property company, and with all the changes that came to our part of the world recently, we see many Poles interested not only to travel abroad but also to invest their money abroad and very often to settle. It is important to invest not only because there is a great view and plenty of sun in the place that you choose, but because I'm a city passionist and I do love to understand how the cities works. I believe it is extremely important to understand where you go, how the city has been developing and what's the future for the city. And obviously you are absolutely the best person to tell us about Larnaka, past and future.
Yes. First of all, I would like to welcome you in our country and especially in Larnaka. It's always a pleasure to have with us people from Poland. We have a very good relation with the embassy and with different cities in Poland, and Polish people are always welcome in Larnaka. Larnaka is one of the most ancient cities in the world. Only 20 cities in the world. People is living in the same place for 4,000 years. So anywhere you go in Larnaka, you will see monuments, you will see places that are full of antiquities. But except history, Larnaka now is the promising city in Cyprus because for many years, Larnaka was behind in development in compared with other cities in Cyprus. The last 6 or 7 years, things are changing. We have managed to achieve some great milestones for our city, like the removal of the oil and gas facilities. Now we have available for investment and for development an area of 3 kilometers of beachfront, an area that is 5 minutes from the city center, 10 minutes from the airport. We have the new port and marina project, an investment of around 1 billion. These two projects will change the whole picture of Larnaka. But except these two projects, we have different other projects funded from the European Union. We have projects the last 5 years and the years that are coming more than 100 million euros in different projects. If you go now and see the city center, you will see a lot of new squares, a lot of new renovate old buildings. We are going to change a lot of things, and Larnaka is called now the promising city because it's the city with the highest perspectives of development. And of course, now is the time to show to the people why to trust Larnaka. You can trust Larnaka because we have the international airport. So you can come from all over the world, and in 5 minutes you are in the city. We have a port and marina, now is the highest private investment in Cyprus. We have the biggest beachfront in Cyprus. We are half an hour from Nicosia, half an hour from Famagusta, Nowa and Protaras. We are 40 minutes from Limassol. So we don't have criminality. You can work everywhere in Larnaka. You don't need a car if you come in the city center. So I believe that Larnaka have a lot of competitive advantage. So people can trust and come to live, to work, to invest, or to just to enjoy the city.
You mentioned 2 very big projects which are happening at the moment in the city. Obviously, the pre-project to those 2 was extremely important from the sustainability point of view, removal of oil and gas tanks, and this is a huge step for the city to get rid of the industry.
It was the biggest milestone in the history of city after 1974. It was a very big achievement for Larnaka.
How long did it take?
We were fighting for this more than 30 years. For 30 years,
who were you fighting with?
With the government, with the companies. It was not an easy task because all the industry of the whole island was here. So imagine to remove the whole industry to a new place. It was not an easy task because All the ministries were involved, 10 private companies, the biggest companies in the world, British Petroleum, ExxonMobil, the local companies. So it was not an easy task to find a new place, to prepare the new place, to remove. We are talking about a project that cost more than $500 million.
So you had to convince all the
all
big
of them
ones.
to not to cooperate with all of them, to achieve to persuade them that they have to leave, to all the ministries to do what they have to do. It was not an easy task. It was a very, very big procedure for us.
Okay, so after 30 years you have the industry
Yes,
gone.
now everything have removed from Larnaka. Before 3 months we have managed to cancel the Service Zone direction. The Service Zone direction is a European direction that where are so dangerous materials like oil, chemistries or gas. You cannot build nothing in a circle that takes a lot of kilometers. So we had also a lot of problem with what you can build in Larnaka because of the Service Zone direction of. And now we have managed to remove the direction because there is nothing now in that area. And now we have a huge area that is under development.
So it is very, very exciting point.
Of course, it's now the biggest obstacle that we had for development of the Larnaka, we don't have it. So it was a very big step for Larnaka.
So the two big projects we were discussing a bit is the waterfront area, which is
yes,
designed
because now we have to make a new master plan. We have managed to remove the facilities. Now we have the area available for development. So we are in the procedure of doing the master plan of the area, and already one of the companies, Petrolina Holdings, that is the company that belongs the most of the land there, appoint two Fosters to do the master plan of the whole area, and we are very happy for that because Foster is a very well known and very professional company, and the plans that we have saw until now is what we want to see in that area. Public space, a new beachfront, a lot of trees, a lot of places that are available for the people, restaurant, coffee shops, new offices that people we want to come live and work in Larnaka. So we are very hopeful for the future.
So this is the plan that, as I have seen, covers about 40 hectares of
Yes,
land. It must
it's a beachfront next to the beach, around 3 kilometers. But it's also a very huge area in the mainland.
And what is mentioned in this plan is that there are no high-rises.
Yes,
It's a low-scale city.
Yes, because high-rise buildings, I don't know that fits in Larnaka culture and the way, because we don't want to change our culture and the way Larnaka looks. And we want to keep this warmness that Larnaka have, or the way our civilization, our culture, we want to keep it. And what we have seen until now from Foster's is something that we are very happy.
And the second project is the marina.
It's the port of Marina. We are talking about a private investment of around 1 billion. It was a very big area in the city center, and for many years were not developed. And with these projects and with the company that took the project, we are very positive that a lot of new development will come in Larnaka, hotels, buildings with offices, real estate, coffee shops, restaurants, and they will bring a lot of people in Larnaka.
So what is the average person living in Larnaka, the citizen who has been here for 20 years? What's their attitude towards all the changes that will happen?
If you speak to a road, they will tell you that the last 6 or 7 years we are seeing a lot of changes in Larnaka, and things that we were believed that we will achieve, but we have achieved it. Because, for example, if before 3 years you are asking a person in Larnaka, will we ever achieve to remove these facilities? Probably the 95% of the population of Larnaka will say to you, no, we are not achieved because we are fighting for decades. But we have achieved it, and a lot of new projects, a lot of new things now, you can see it in Larnaka. So if you speak to the road people from Larnaka, they will say, yes, a lot of things are changing this time.
It is said recently that cities are changing a bit into company's model of thinking. So if you are a city, you need to compete for your citizen, because citizens now can vote simply by moving around. They don't need to work where they were born. They could do the homework or the remote work or whatever type of work. So what citizen you are fighting for? What talent you would like to attract to Larnaka?
Yeah, okay, we want to attract people that can live in Larnaka peacefully with the citizens of Larnaka. We want people that can come and buy a house, find a job, or to create a job, and I'm very sure that we love the way of living in Larnaka. We don't want to change this. We don't have traffic in the roads. We don't have criminality. We have a very good quality of life. So what we would like to do is to continue like this. We want people to come, but also to the infrastructure in order the people that will come in Larnaka to feel that they are living in a city as the people of Larnaka are living today.
This is a very important point that you mentioned, because before I came to Cyprus, I was told this is one of the safest environments in the world, and I was really surprised to feel this. Being a woman, walking alone or jogging in the morning, I never felt that I am in the wrong moment.
I think we have the lowest rate of criminality in whole Europe, and you feel it. You can go anywhere you go at any time without feeling any that concerns you, or you feel that you don't feel safe. I think we have this privilege, and we will fight to keep this characteristic of Larnaka and Cyprus in general.
What about education, international education, for those who are willing to come here and live?
In Larnaka now we have 3 or 4 private schools, and there are a lot of efforts of building new, good private schools that will be very easy for people, their children, to educate it. But also now we have 2 private universities. We have another 3 colleges that they are giving universities degrees, but also are in the procedure of building a public school of the science and technology. We are very near to announce it with the President of the Republic. We are in the procedure of building a medicine school, private medicine school, but also there are a lot of efforts in the Port and Marina. There is an initiative for building a new university of tourist and hotel management. So I'm sure that there are a lot of opportunities in the education sector. But also in Nicosia, that is half an hour from Larnaka, we have almost 10 private universities and other schools very near to Larnaka. So you don't have to concern about the education if you come in.
English is extremely popular language. You can
yes, I think that everywhere you go, you will find a person to communicate. Anywhere you go, because of the history, we are a British colony, and that helps to have a culture that every children have to go to school to learn English. So almost the 70 or 80% of the population of Larnaka knows to communicate in English.
And what about cultural events?
Yes, and you can find everything in Cyprus and in Larnaka, especially in summer. There are a lot of concerts with locals, Greek, but also international singers. Because of the weather, it helps you.
You enjoy
320
days
of sun. So especially 6 months of the year, all our open theater, the beachfront, they are full of cultural activities, theaters, bands, and everything, because it helps. The weather, it helps a lot.
So for anyone who will decide to come here and live here, it seems like they are at the very right moment to make this decision, because the city is
yes, especially in Larnaka, because now it's changing. Now is taking the development that was many years we were lack of development. Now is the best time, because the prices are still not so high as other cities, not like other cities in Cyprus.
It's still lower
than
Limassol
and Nicosia, but also it's the time that the city is developed. So it's the best time to your investment to have more possibility for profits. In the future,
the moment that you can choose your favorite place on a boulevard of 3 kilometers long,
now it's now. Yes.
With the view to secure.
Exactly.
And obviously the capital gain will be
much
highest.
higher. Yes. That's why we're saying it's a promising city, because now is the time to make an investment in order to have in the future more return.